Look closely at this object, a tough, weathered shell resting quietly on the damp tropical soil. To the untrained eye, it appears completely dormant, yet that dry exterior hides a global presence. This exact object provides hydration, nutrition, housing materials, and steady income for millions of people across tropical ecosystems every single day. This is a perfectly engineered, self-sustaining biological engine. To see how a single armored sphere scales into a 30-meter-tall palm, we are going to track its complete life cycle. We will map exactly how this seed evolves to earn the title Tree of Life. Following this chronological loop from seed to harvest and back again reveals why the coconut stands as one of the most reliable, renewable resources on Earth. The process kicks off when a mature seed finds the right combination of warmth and moisture in the soil, triggering the rapid consumption of its internal nutrient stores. This cross-section diagram shows what happens inside. The embryo activates, feeding on internal resources to carve a pathway out. Fibrous roots push aggressively downward to secure water, while a central shoot drives upward to break the surface and seek sunlight. Once that shoot breaches the surface, the young seedling unfurls its first broad green leaves. Now it can capture solar energy directly. That heavy initial reliance on internal reserves pays off. It builds the exact biological foundation required to support a vertical structure that can reach 80 feet in height. Over several years, the small seedling stretches into a mature palm. It develops a sturdy trunk capped by a sweeping crown of long, feather-like leaves. This structural diagram illustrates how it stays standing. Notice that instead of relying on a single deep taproot, the palm deploys a dense, fibrous network radiating outward from the trunk's base to anchor its vertical weight against strong coastal winds. As the tree grows, it continuously sheds older leaves and husks. This organic material falls to the ground, enriching the surrounding soil for local agriculture and creating microhabitats for various organisms. High up in the canopy, the palm enters its reproductive phase. It produces intricate flower clusters containing both male and female structures. Once pollinated, these female flowers swell into young green coconuts. At this early stage, farmers harvest the green fruit for immediate consumption. The inside is packed with highly hydrating coconut water and a thin layer of soft, jelly-like flesh. The tree's biological drive to propagate itself aligns directly with our need for clean drinking water and fresh calories. If left on the tree, the fruit undergoes a physical shift. Internal water decreases, the inner flesh thickens, and the outer husk hardens. That dense, mature meat becomes a culinary staple. When pressed or processed, it yields rich coconut milk and valuable coconut oil, serving as the caloric backbone of tropical cuisines worldwide. This infographic breaks down the exterior armor. The thick outer husk is industrially stripped and processed into a strong natural fiber called coir. As you can see on the right, that raw material is woven into durable ropes, coarse floor mats, and heavy-duty brushes. Even the rigid inner shell is utilized. It is routinely repurposed into household bowls, hand tools, and burned down into industrial-grade activated charcoal. By utilizing every component of its armored seed, the palm functions as a zero-waste system, where every biological part has a distinct human utility. Zooming out to a full plantation, you see thousands of these mature palms operating at peak efficiency in the humid, sun-drenched environment. These plants are built for endurance. A single healthy palm will consistently yield hundreds of fruits, producing vital resources year after year for decades. Eventually, a fully mature seed completes its canopy phase. It detaches from the high cluster and plummets back to the damp earth below. Resting in the warm, moist soil, that heavy seed prepares to activate. The internal embryo wakes up, the roots push downward, and the entire biological sequence restarts. Food, water, fiber, and shelter flow from this single plant. But it earns the title Tree of Life because it delivers those resources through a flawless, unbroken loop of natural provision.